Hey guys, Kieran92 here, and welcome to the first video of 2021 here on the YouTube channel, and welcome to a game that I've played before on stream, but haven't ever gotten around to doing on the channel. Welcome to Snooker 19. Now, I know it's a couple of years old, but it is a game that I've wanted to do on the YouTube channel for quite a while. We're going to be doing a Rising Stars career, which means we will start right at the bottom of the world rankings, and we need to work our way up to number 1. We're going to use a guy that I've used quite a lot in all of my career modes that I've done off camera, and we're going to use Oliver Lines, just because it's a name I'm used to seeing now when I play Snooker 19. I know that sounds really, really weird, but yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're going to be playing on medium difficulty with the Pro Aiming Aid and match length as short. Now, this is the first time I'm ever using the Pro Aiming Aid, so bear with me. You may not get fantastic, amazing 147 breaks from the start, but hopefully the end game will be that we get 147 breaks and we can win games quite easily. So there's your proof there. 128 in the world, as low as you can possibly go. You cannot be any lower than we currently are. And of course, our main objective is to get to world number 1 and earn more prize money than Ronnie O'Sullivan. Of course, all the time we're in tournaments and we're earning prize money, everyone else in the world rankings is doing the same. So we're going to get into our first game now. It's going to be a qualifier for the Kaspersky Riga Masters, where we are facing the world number 7, Mark Allen, in a 1-frame shootout. So this will only be 1 frame to a finish. Obviously, whoever scores the most points in this frame will go through to the Riga Masters tournament. If you are excited for this series, make sure you drop a like on this video, and if it is the first time you've seen me on your screens, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Unfortunately, we haven't got any gameplay sound for this. I do apologise, guys. I was having a load of issues recording the gameplay and the audio at the same time, so I am actually post-comming this, which isn't something I'm keen on doing. It's not something I like doing, but I wanted to get this video out for you guys, so I just sort of bit the bullet and am doing this in post-com. So we were elected to break. I mean, it wasn't a bad break-off shot, if I'm honest. It's not ideally where I wanted the cue ball to go. I wanted the cue ball to just sit behind that brown, but we were able to somewhat cover that one open red. So Mark Allen, in his return, did just try and play a safety shot. I had a quick look there to see if the pot was on. I thought against it in the end and thought, let's not risk it. Let's just go with a slightly more intelligent shot. Let's go for the safety, put the ball back in the bulk area, and wait for Mark Allen to make a mistake. Unfortunately, you could kind of say that the mistake fell with me, because I didn't get the cue ball as far back into bulk as I wanted. Luckily, it didn't leave anything on for Mark Allen, and he had a very, very thick contact there on that red that was at the edge of the pack, and he has dispersed the reds quite a bit for us, which of course gives us the opportunity for this long pot on this red into the bottom right hand corner as we would look at the table. Going to try to see if we can get position on the black. Just trying to hit this pretty much dead weight with as little follow through as possible. Gives us a perfect positioning on the black, and we have got the first points on the board in this frame. Now, obviously here you wanted to try and look and work out where your next shot's going to come from. So we're going to have a slight screw back on the black, little cannon off the red. It's not the worst shot, but again, not the best positionally. I did somewhat get away with this. Luckily, I had the red that was just below the black that I was able to go for. So I had the shot at the red here. Again, taking the power off, playing with a little bit of backspin because we want to try and hold position for the black. Obviously, trying to go for that 147, which is the god tier play in snooker for those who aren't 100% aware of what you need to do in a game of snooker. So again, we're going to try and hold for the position on the red that's just below the black. Slightly concerned that I'd overrun ever so slightly then. But when I spun around and had a quick look, the angle was still there for that red that I initially played for, which was a massive, massive bonus. So obviously we're going to now try and go to the opposite side of the black to try and see if we can get over to the red that is on that left-hand cushion as we look at the screen now. That is our intention. We're going to try and see if we can play it out with a little bit of topspin, just to try and see if we can get the cue ball along that cushion to play out for that red. We end up actually cannoning off the red, which gives us the chance at a long pot on the red up to the far left-hand corner pocket in the bulk area. Again, looking to try and screw back to make sure we can get that position on the black. Cool as you like, didn't even touch the jaws on the way in, straight down the pocket. We have now got a wonderful little break of 25. Confidence is starting to build here, realising now we're going to have to try and play a bit of an aggressive shot here to split up the pack and make sure that there is a spare red for us to take a shot with in our next shot. The cannon into the pack didn't go the way I wanted it to go, but we did get away with it with the spare red here, which enabled us to have the shot into the left middle pocket. Again, we're going to look to play this with a little bit of power, just to try and screw this across to make sure we've still held the position for the black. Goes in, cool as you like, moves our break onto 33. Again, looking to try and hold position for the black. At the moment, we are still on for the 147, which is a massive, massive plus. So again, just going to try and screw back on here, hold position for the red to the right middle pocket this time, which we were able to do. At this point, I'm trying to screw back again, a lot of screw back this time, trying to cannon off the red to hold position for the black, which we somewhat get away with. It is a bit of a tough shot now on the black. Up to a 41 break though. Gonna look to try and see if we can just nudge this black ever so slightly into the pocket. Little kiss off the jaws, but ball still falls down in the pocket, and we are now on a 48 break. Gonna look to try and screw back here for the black if we can. This one is a bit more of a tougher shot. A little bit tougher of a shot here. Red, not so much of an issue. The big issue is trying to get that position onto the black. Moves ourselves onto a 49 break. If we can get this black here, it should put us in prime position to possibly even clear the table at one visit and wrap up this frame relatively quickly. And we've overhit it. A little bit too much power on the shot there, not what we wanted. We've ended up missing the black there. That is going to be a 49 break for us. Still 91 left on the table. Mark Allen with the chance here to get himself on the board and to possibly rocket himself ahead in this frame. Goes for the left of the two reds there. Pretty much dead weight, just drops that into the pocket, cool as you like. Obviously going up for the black. Moving him onto a break of 8, meaning he is now only 41 behind us. So at this point I was wondering what he was going to do. He went for the red that it was at the base of that pack there. Trying to hold position for the black once again, which he was able to do. Halfway on the black. Just let the natural spin of the ball take him back, leaving him the dead straight shot on the red that is on the left of that little pack of 3 that you can see at the bottom of the screen. Which again, he's just going to sink, pretty much dead ball. Just let the ball run through naturally. Perfect position back onto the black. I'm not going to lie, I was getting slightly worried at this point that he was going to clear the table, and then he does that. Mark Allen with a massive mistake. absolutely catastrophic mistake. At this point, the only thing that's in my mind is clear this red that is to the right of this pink to free up the pink, because that's the colour I'm going to want to go for next shot. In the same shot, break up those two reds that are together to give us prime position to now clear the table. So at this point, we're going to look to play for the pink. We're going to look to try and screw back just a little bit and hold position for this red that is to the right of the three that we can currently see. We're going to look to try and see if we can play that red into the same pocket that we've just potted the pink into. Ended up going a little bit further up the table than I wanted to. So on the fly, made the decision to actually sink this red to enable us to have to maintain position onto the black. So a little screw back here. It's a little bit less power than what the game suggests. The game will always default to 50% power. Of course, it's then up to you to then change the power to whatever you would prefer. So a little bit less power, just screwing across onto the bulk line to give us perfect position on that black, which enables us to then go for the red to the right of these three here. It's just that it was the more natural shot to go for. It was the easier shot to go for rather than trying to force an angle on that on the red that is to the right of screen at the moment. So we're going to try and just knock this back. Try and possibly stun this off the cushion just a little bit, just to give us that space to pull position on the black. At that point, with that red that we've just potted there, Mark Allen now requires snookers to actually try and have any chance of getting back into this frame. So what that means by snookers required, it would mean that even if I was to miss now and Mark Allen was to pot every single ball on the table, he wouldn't have enough points to beat our score. So he would need to put me into a predicament where I would end up missing a shot to give him penalty points. But I wasn't looking to do that. I'm looking at this point to clear the table. Got a nice little 24 break on the go now. So it started off with a 49. We've got ourselves currently on a 24 break. This pink here will move us on to a 30 break. Going to go with a straight shot here. Going to screw back again just to hold position for the pink. Cool as you like. At this point, we're now thinking, how am I going to get myself position on the yellow? Thinking the easy way to do that is going to be to again play the pink. We're going to be playing it with a bit of back. Not playing with as much power because the natural power at 50% would take it too far. And it would give me a tougher angle on the yellow. So we just want to screw that back just a little bit, which we were able to do perfectly. Just dodging that blue, giving us the straight shot on the yellow, which enables us to just screw back naturally and get the shot on the green. Now the toughest shot here is the transition from green to brown. Because of course you want to try and get yourself in a good position for the brown, and then in time make sure that when you're in that good position for the brown, you're still able to get yourself in a good position for the blue and not leave the blue as too long of a long shot. So that's what I was trying to make sure I could do here. Try and just get as long as an angle on the brown as I could, and try and not hit it off the cushion at too much of an angle. Wanted to try and screw down the table a little bit more than we actually ended up doing. So it left us a very, very long pot here for the blue. 46 break on the board now. This blue here would beat the current highest break that we've currently got of 49. It will move us onto a break of 51. And he's hit the jaws of the pocket. The ball rattles back out. And that is going to be a 46 break to go alongside that 49 break. That is going to end that match. Mark Allen unfortunately knocked out of the Riga Masters qualifiers. We qualify through though into the Riga Masters proper. 112 match points scored between myself and Mark Allen. We, of course, get 95 of those points, with the highest break of 46, following it up with that break of, 49, following it up with that break of 46 to end the frame. Which, of course, that is our one and only qualifying match for the Riga Masters, which means we have now qualified for the tournament proper. As you will see in the next screen, there is the confirmation that we have qualified for the Kaspersky Riga Masters. And the next tournament that you guys will see on this channel is the qualifiers for the Yushan China World Open. But that will be on the next video that we do on this channel. Ladies and gents, I am going to bid you a very, very fond farewell. A massive, massive, massive thank you to every single one of you for watching this video today. If you have enjoyed what you've seen, please be sure to leave a like on this video. And if there is anything you think that I could possibly improve on, please consider dropping it down in the comment section below. And I will be happy to read through all of your comments and take your feedback on board. Until then, I have been Kieran Wright. You guys have been absolutely fantastic and you are awesome as always. This will be a daily upload on this channel for the next week or so. Until then, I will see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much for watching and good night.